Okay, so we don't have anything to worry about. Hello humans in the universe, heroes, villains, and everything between. I'm La Pokemon. Today I'm going to be answering the question, can AI write a script? Specifically a script for a pilot of a show. First we need to get the basic stuff for it right, characters, settings, whatever. So I decided to make a Justice League sitcom. Yes, clap your hands. This is super exciting. So I decided to go Justice League and Justice League Unlimited Justice League members, but just Justice League because none of the people from Justice League Unlimited are in here except the regular Justice League members, but you get what I mean. So short script. I just wanted to see if it could do it on its own, but ChatGPT can't actually write that many pages. There's something about its cache being a certain amount that has a limit for it. So we're gonna look at some of the commands I put in and the script itself. Okay, let's get started. So here are my ChatGPT conversations. In part 2 of this video, I'm going to try an algorithm to get a better result for the full script. So I was asking ChatGPT for some code and stuff. Let's go all the way back to the top. Here we go. Can you write me a pilot for a show about the Justice League? It's a sitcom and the main characters are Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, Martian Manhunter, The Flash, and Hawkgirl. Certainly, here's a plot for a sitcom about the Justice League. Sorry, pilot. I spelled pilot wrong on mine, but we're not going to talk about that. So this is what it spat out. There it is. So yeah, the next thing I did was a revision. Can you make it so they don't do any superhero work and they're in the headquarters that's on Earth? Can they live in separate places? Batman lives in this old mansion, Wonder Woman lives in a nice apartment alone, and Superman lives outside of Metropolis in an old farmhouse with Lois Lane and Martian Manhunter. The Flash lives in an old ugly apartment in Star City, while Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, lives in an apartment that's just like normal with Hawkgirl. Can you make this a 20-minute long script? Certainly. A 20-minute sitcom script is a substantial undertaking. Here, I'll provide an extended version of the pilot script, but it's still a condensed version, as creating a full 20-minute script would be quite extensive. This version will give you a more extensive glimpse into the Justice League lives in their separate homes. So I can't write a 20-minute script, but it can give us a starting point that we can build off of. Look at that. Can you make it more like the show Friends? The Ross video is probably going to be next week. I'm not sure. Certainly, to make it more like the show Friends, I'll influence the script with more humor, banter, and character interactions, reminiscent of the beloved sitcom. Superman and Lois have a dog, Krypto. So they actually include Krypto in a few other parts of the script, not just Superman's part, so I fixed that later. Krypto lives with Superman and Lois Lane, but he was still in the other parts of the script, so I had to do because when I did that it messed up a different part. Like Krypto was still here, and I think it removed Krypto entirely from the script when I said this, because it can't really remove specific lines. And I asked him to put him back in Superman and Lois Lane section of the script. He did an okay job of that. I removed an exclamation point from the Wonder Woman section. Here's one comical joke that I changed. He was making the Flash fix his machine with really large tools. I said to make him doing it with the incorrect tools. I don't know. Still can't make 20 pages, but they kind of condense certain things to certain pages and stuff like that to give you a glimpse of what it would look like, I guess. And there's an outline explaining so you can write 20 minutes worth of dialogue. So writers, don't worry, AI can't steal your job. They can't really write a lot. Are you unable to write a full script? I can certainly help you write a full script, but please note that creating a 20-minute script is a significant task that may require a more extensive back and forth conversation and more time that's typically feasible in a single session. If you'd like to proceed with writing a full script, please let me know and we can start the process. We can work on it step by step, scene by scene, until you have a complete script that meets your requirements. I would like to proceed with writing a full script. Great. Writing a full script is a collaborative process and may take some time to develop a 20-minute script. We can begin by outlining key scenes, dialogue, and interactions, and then gradually expand and refine the script. Let's start by breaking down the script into scenes, and I'll provide you with the initial contents for the first few pages. Once you have a solid foundation, we can continue to build upon it. Here's Batman's scene here that they had. Here's Wonder Woman's scene. Here's the Superman scene. Here's Flash's scene. I don't know where Green Lantern's scene went, but it's not here. Okay, let's focus on Batman's scene. Started with Batman's scene. Here's the first thing I asked. So I wanted to be in the main mansion drinking coffee and reading the paper on the couch while Alfred cleans a clock. Batman's personality is calm and more kept to himself. He's smart and careful in trusting people, and the only ones he truly trusts are Superman and Wonder Woman. I accidentally wrote he, Bruce Wayne, instead of Batman, instead of he's. I just noticed that now. Here we go, Batman's mansion. That's the next part of the scene. So yeah. So I had to do a bunch of fiddling to get it the way I wanted, and I had to put it on a different document in order to keep everything, because it wasn't really connecting stuff and it was losing certain scenes when I added things together. So yeah, he wasn't listening. I don't know. I guess I don't really know how to fiddle with AI. It never worked. So I had to grab a bunch of it. I had to grab the stuff from the beginning and attach it because it wouldn't keep it. So this is the whole Batman scene, and it goes a long way down. This is, I think, the last of it. So now we're on to the Wonder Woman scene. So I think we've looked through the process of doing one of the revisions. Let's look at the script that I wrote, that I put together with the AI. Here it is. It's something. Justice League sitcom script. Here's Batman's section. Bruce Wayne, dressed in casual everyday clothes, sits on a luxurious leather couch in the dimly lit, elegant living room of Wayne Manor. He's engrossed in reading the newspaper and sipping his coffee. Alfred, stunned by Bruce's desire for change, absent-mindedly leans on the clock, accidentally pressing a hidden button. This opens the door to the Batcave. In a moment of shock, Alfred quickly corrects his posture, causing the door to close. So, as you can see, he never put the AI never put the part that he wrote about Bruce asking for change. See, he says it right here, but the part where Alfred is shocked is supposed to come after this. So what I'm gonna do is grab this and move it. And there we go. Alfred, still stunned by Bruce's desire for change, quickly regains his composure. Alfred polishing the clock. Indeed, Mr. Wayne, a change in. Batman choosing his words carefully. In the decor, something more inviting, perhaps. Alfred's gaze flickers up from the clock, surprised by Bruce Wayne's rare admission. I don't know what that means. He fumbles, accidentally pressing the hidden button on the clock, and the Batcave door opens for a brief moment. Alfred quickly corrects his position, causing the door to close. Alfred smiling, trying to hide his surprise. A more colorful and welcoming ambience then. Yes, ambience. I said ambience, by the way, if it didn't sound like it. I know what the word is. Yes, even Gotham isn't as dark as this place, and it's time for some upgrades. Bruce Wayne walks towards the kitchen, glancing at the old, outdated stove top that barely works anymore. This place needs an upgrade. Cool, then we transition to the next scene. I put all their scenes on individual pages. So as you can see, this is more like a 7-page script that I could get from here. I guess you do it yourself, because there's something good though. AI can't take the jobs of writers, even failed writers like me. So next scene is Wonder Woman scene. Wonder Woman, Diana, looking a bit tired, is in her modern and stylish apartment, slowly and wearily preparing a large bowl of spaghetti in her well-equipped kitchen. She takes a sip of red wine to rejuvenate herself as she works, and simultaneously pets her cat Ares. I thought it was pretty cool the AI named the cat Ares. Isn't that funny? Anyways, with striking red eyes and sleek gray fur, who is perched nearby. She lets out a sigh of relief. Diana's phone buzzes and she glances at it. On her phone's screen, a text message from Bruce Wayne is seen, which says, "I'll be over at 6. Diana types back, "Can't wait," without using an exclamation point. She puts her phone back in her pocket and lets out a sigh. She takes a sip from her wine. As we zoom into her wine glass, the scene transitions to the next one. The scene starts with a close-up of Superman's chest, and then the camera zooms out. See what I did there? I was able to make the AI put a transition in, kind of. He stands in the front yard on his old farmhouse, wearing a plaid shirt and jeans, a far cry from his iconic suit. He's feeding the chickens and ducks while Krypto the super dog plays nearby. Superman notices Lois Lane walking out of the house and warmly waves to her. Superman, smiling, says, "Morning, Lois." Lois smiles at him, walking up to him, and gives him a friendly kiss on the cheek. Just then a sizzling sound is heard in the background, and Clark turns around in surprise. He sees his barbecue going up in flames. Concerned, "Sorry, Lois, I'll be right back." Superman quickly uses his super breath to extinguish the flames and save the barbecue. Afterwards, he notices Martian Manhunter, who was sitting near the barbecue, and helps him up. "You alright, John?" "Yes, thank you, Clark." Superman checks on Martian Manhunters. Superman checks on Martian Manhunter, then picks up the row of ribs, which is overcooked and half frozen due to his freeze breath. "Oh man, I guess they overdid it." Superman's phone buzzes. He takes out his phone and sees a text message from Diana. "Are you and Lois coming over for dinner tonight?" Superman looks at his phone and then remembers about the dinner plans. "Oh, right, we have dinner at Diana's, so I guess we won't starve today." Lois Lane walks over to Superman. "What happened, Clark?" Superman looks at her, puts a smile, scratches the back of his neck nervously, and laughs. "Funny story." Lois looks at him like he's a lost puppy. "So anyways, the reason why John, you know John Jones, scared of fire. Martian Manhunter lives with them. That might change. This is fun, isn't it? I don't know. This is silly, but I think it was cool that AI was even able to do a basic story. Even if it's not nearly, like it didn't do a lot of this. I added a bunch of stuff, but it did the basic idea that became this, which is pretty cool. The Flash's apartment, kitchen morning. The Flash in his quirky apartment stands on his kitchen counter. He's in the middle of making a cup of coffee using a coffee machine. The aroma of the fresh coffee fills the air, and he eagerly waits for his morning brew. The elixir of life. Suddenly, the coffee machine starts making strange noises. The Flash's excitement turns to confusion as he watches the machine's display flicker, and the coffee machine goes haywire. Coffee starts spewing out in multiple directions, creating a comical mess. Whoa, what's going on? The Flash desperately tries to stop the chaos, but the coffee machine goes berserk. Not again. Determined to fix the coffee machine, he rummages through a drawer and pulls out a comically mismatched set of tools. This gizmo is slower than me, time for an upgrade. The Flash starts using the wrong tools on the coffee machine, which only causes more havoc and a shower of sparks and coffee grounds. This gizmo is slower than me, time for an upgrade. Oh shoot. He continues his futile attempts to fix the coffee machine. His phone buzzes, he takes a quick break, checks his phone, and sees a text message from Clark Kent. See what happens? These two are both still in here when they shouldn't be. I think it's because I accidentally started at the wrong part. So I think these two shouldn't be here. So what I'm gonna do, instead of getting rid of them because I'm paranoid, I'm just gonna put them in a different color. As he continues his futile attempts to fix the coffee machine, his phone buzzes. He takes a quick break, checks his phone, and sees a text message from Clark Kent. Dinner tonight, don't be late.
And he would not want to wait.
Flash reads the message and smiles. Dinner tonight, can't wait. Suddenly he sighs in frustration, grabs the coffee machine, and with super speed, hurls it out the window into the dumpster down below. It crashes with a comical clang. Bye, old friend. He dusts his hands off, and with a satisfied grin, he turns away. Green Lantern's apartment. Hawkgirl and Green Lantern lounge in Green Lantern's cozy apartment, engaged in a playful and fun conversation. You know this apartment is just a place. You're what makes it feel like home. Oh really, so without me it's just a man cave? Green Lantern chuckles and playfully pokes her shoulder. Well, you're not wrong, but it's a man cave with style. They both laugh and Hawkgirl lightly shoves him back. And what's your style, Mr. Lantern? I don't know why he's Mr. Lantern instead of Mr. Stewart, but whatever. Well, I'd say my style is protecting the universe by day and enjoying a good pizza by night. Girl grins and nudges him, a man of simple taste I see. And they continue their conversation. Their phones buzz with text messages simultaneously. They both check their phones and see a text message from the Flash about dinner. Dinner tonight, don't be late. Looks like we have dinner plans. I'm in. Dinner with the team is always a blast. Hawkgirl playfully nudges. I don't know what's up with all the nudging in this scene. Well, I guess we're not having pizza tonight. So this is connected. She playfully nudges him, but shouldn't she nudge him after she says this? No, maybe she nudges him and then she says this. That makes sense too. Anyway, they exchange a knowing look, and the fun continues as they prepare for the upcoming dinner. Interior, Diana's apartment. Common area, night. See, it's night, but it's like dinner time night. It's not like night like the depths of the darkness night. You get what it is. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. The Justice League members are gathered in a common area preparing for dinner. The Flash is sitting on the couch enjoying a charcuterie board. Martian Manhunter stands nearby, a bit more reserved. See that? World building. Anyways, hey Martian Manhunter, be careful with those spicy meats. We don't want to see any Martian flames tonight. The Flash chuckles at his own joke, but Martian Manhunter still maintains his stoic demeanor. You know I can't handle Earth's spices, Flash. This is a reference to Green Arrow spice. Like, it's a joke. Whatever. I need to make better jokes. I'm not really that funny. But, everything happens for a reason. The Flash's laughter continues as we pan over to Diana in her apartment's kitchen, having a conversation with Bruce and Clark. Diana is missing the pasta. Clark, how are things on the farm? The same as ever, Diana. Peaceful and relaxing. As they chat, we see Lois Lane and Hawkgirl sharing a laugh in another part of the room, but the reason for their laugh remains unknown. I don't know why he's saying it curiously. That's like a synonym for, asking. Diana, would you like more wine? Diana looks at her glass. I can use more wine, thank you. Bruce pours more wine for Diana. Clark grins and playfully tugs at Bruce's sleeve. Hey Bruce, you might want to grab an extra bottle. Diana's unstoppable with pasta. Okay, well, that's rude. Just alcoholic. Bruce chuckles and playfully rolls his eyes. He wouldn't do that, but whatever. Bruce, in this case, I'll get the good stuff. Clark smiles as they step aside to fetch the wine. They're not at... What? They don't even know what the good stuff is. They're not at their own houses. Clark smiles as they step aside to fetch the wine. Clark, so Bruce, you and Diana, huh? How's that going? Bruce raises an eyebrow, playing it cool. You know, Clark, we're just good friends. Clark chuckles, understanding Bruce's stance, and the conversation continues. So there you go. That's what AI is doing these days. Maybe I'll make a part 2 of this, but yeah, this is what I have. So if you enjoy this, I am working on a future part. It'll hopefully be really good. It should be. If it's not, then we're in big trouble. But what AI can do is the basic archetype of a story. You have to expand upon it and create it yourself, but they can make a basic starting point for you to write from. So if you need a prompt or anything else like that, they can definitely do that. What it can't do is write a full story or anything like that. So writers' jobs, they're safe. It's just like a helpful tool to assist you with that. Hopefully this video goes up before next week, but if not, then yeah, enjoy it whenever it comes out. So I guess I'll see you guys later. And as always, stay cool, stay weird, stay you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.